Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
They go play action here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Despite a rookie season cut short with a torn Achilles, Deontay Foreman showed flashes of being a big-time running back in the NFL. In college, he looked like a runaway freight train, a big guy that not many people wanted to get in front of. That didn't change in the NFL. Once he got a little bit of room and started to rumble, people had to make business decisions in the secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A first down carry now for Miller. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second is Watson. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd and short.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the air yet again. Watson caught here by Griffin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And his first pass is incomplete. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
After a while, when you talk about J.J. Watt, you tend to run out of superlatives because he's just about done everything that a player can do in the league. NFL Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. Leads his team each and every game that he plays in. But the best part about him to me, besides the absolute physical talent, is that he elevates everyone else's game. He plays so well, plays so hard, that if you don't try to reach that and match that around him, it becomes obvious. So I think he elevates his team in that way.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back 22.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back 22.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. This is taken around the 12. Oh, now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Taylor on 1st down. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 25 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end.
Still 2nd down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Caught left side Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Down. Black 22.
Watson now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Watson from the gun. He'll throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with Hyde, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. At the end of 1, 10-7 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Hyde. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Taylor. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Gets around him. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff to Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Watson now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And now running right through it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 23. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll give to Hyde. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Watson off play action. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third and long. Taylor, they go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They begin with a run by Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Black 22! Black 22!
From the 50, it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Black 22!
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So out comes the field goal team once more. from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, it's Taylor toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Red, black 22, black 22.
Watson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And down he'll go at the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. First down, a run with Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Taylor, pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. To throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Handoff comes to Hyde. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. On the counter, this is Hyde. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. Green, down.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on second is Watson. Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A carry for Foreman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The catch made by Miller. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Red, black 22, black 22.
Here's Watson. Incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Down, black 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And Hyde is going to need somewhere to hide. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. DeAndre DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Miller. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Black 22! Black 22!
From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run with Foreman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Black 22.
Watson operating from the gun. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They run again with Foreman. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a run with Hyde. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Taylor. And this one is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Taylor will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. Flag 32.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Ready. Flag.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And a look now at Lamar Miller. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black 22. Black 22.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Taylor now going to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They go play action now. Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 46 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24. Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Down. Black 22.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans have broken the tie.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Browns move the chains as Taylor's able to hook up with Coleman. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor to throw again. His throw incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for 2.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Britton Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Black 22.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got Miller. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And look at this. They get the It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, black 22.
Watson going to give this one to Miller across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Green, green.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Down, black 22.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, blue 80. Blue 80.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the
First down.
conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Black 22. Black 22.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Down. Black 22.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Green 39. Green 39.
Watson now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins from 21 yards away. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After review of the play,
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Back to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They go play action here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now Watson, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Foreman. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.